What are these wooden beads and one brass I found in the back of a museum in Australia? They were found in a suburb that has a pretty strong maritime connection. That said, I've asked a local boat builder who restores older boats, and he's got no idea what they are. A tool collector I contacted online came to the same conclusion. The darker colored ones and the largest one in the back are very likely made of jarrah, an Australian hardwood. And the boat builder I spoke to suggested the more orange-colored ones are lignum vitae. The tallest one stands around 11 centimeters, while the shortest is about 4 centimeters. A couple of them have holes bored through their length, and all the wooden ones were covered in some sort of heavy waxy coating. My first thought upon seeing them was some sort of fishing float, but both jarrah and lignum vitae are way too dense for that to make sense. There's also a single brass bead which has a couple of marks on and unscrews to split in half. Any ideas? These are antique lignum vitae plumber's bobbins of various sizes, from the late 19th and early 20th century. Originally, they would have been strung on a rope, inserted into a large pipe, and then the pipe bent to shape. The hard wooden balls stopped the pipe from creasing or collapsing. They were also used to remove dents in the soft material by placing the bobbin in the pipe and striking the lead with the bossing mallet. Lignum vitae has natural oils that provide self-lubrication and gives the wood excellent wear resistance. Today, these antique tools are used for decorative purposes or for collectors of antique tools. What is this small metal tool I found amongst lots of old tools? Around 10 centimeters long, made of steel, and it looks like it might be designed to be hit with a hammer on the small end. Any ideas? It's a leatherworker's round hole punch, used for punching holes into a leather. It was manufactured by C.S. Osborne of Harrison, New Jersey. Here's one from their 1892 catalog, and another one from their 1965 catalog. What is this some sort of official-looking patch I found when cleaning my great-grandma's house? I think it might have belonged to my great-uncle because he was part of the military during the Vietnam War, but anyone who might have known is now dead. Any ideas are appreciated. It's a World War II China-Burma-India theater patch. The CBI was a key World War II operation where US forces collaborated with British and Chinese allies in China, Burma, and India. This patch is a tribute to the brave soldiers who served in one of the most challenging regions of the war. The CBI theater patch design is a combination of the Republic of China and United States flags. What is this thing in my grandma's house? There are some slight grooves on the shaft, so maybe there is a missing part to this thing. Approximately 16.5 inches long, and the diameter of the round one is 2 inches. I'm looking forward to someone figuring it out. It's an antique cast iron hanging balance beam scale, an early measuring tool dating back to the 19th century. It is commonly called a steelyard balance, a balance with unequal arms used to weigh things, possibly butchers for meat or poultry, or used in the farm to measure cotton and tobacco. The item to be weighed is hung on the hook, and a counterweight slides along the longer arm until the scale is balanced. The position of the counterweight on the longer arm indicates the weight of the item in question. What is this medal I found in my grandma's belongings? She was born in 1915 and lived her entire life in Bolton, England. Written on the back is "The Great War for Civilization," and there is a name on the rim. It's Corporal Joseph Thomas ASC. This would have been my grandma's father, my great-grandfather. I hadn't seen a medal like this before, and was wondering if anyone knew anything about its origins. Thank you everyone for any help trying to figure this one out. It's the Victory Medal, also called the Inter-Allied Victory Medal. It's a United Kingdom and British Empire First World War campaign medal. It was issued to all those who received the 1914 star, or the 1914-15 star, and to most of those who were awarded the British War Medal. To qualify, recipients need to have served in the armed forces of the United Kingdom or the British Empire, or with certain recognized voluntary organizations, and have entered any theater of war between August 5th, 1914 and November 11th, 1918. I can't find his service record directly, but here is his medal card and his medal roll entry for the Victory Medal and War Medal. He began his service in 1915 and was discharged to the reserve in 1919, so he made it through and survived, obviously. ASC was Army Service Corps, aka Ally Sloper's Cavalry, responsible for supply and logistics. Ally Sloper was a popular cartoon character of the time. What is this comb thing from Stanley Home Products I found in my grandma's house? I don't know what it is. I'm wondering if you fine people can figure it out. Many thanks in advance. It's a Stanley comb and hairbrush cleaner from Stanley Home Products, likely from the 1960s. The brush ends are for removing dust and fluff, and the pointed end is for raking out loose hair. What is this old steel tool I found along an old rail camp in the Mojave Desert? The old railroad that runs along Highway 40, the old Route 66 in California. It has serrated teeth on one side. I believe it may be from the late 1800s to early 1900s. Any ideas? It's an antique curry comb. It was patented on January 20th, 1880 by Miles Sweet of Troy, New York. It would have had a wooden handle at some point. The older type metal ones like this are best used on the brushes, which you are using on the horse to clear the loose hairs from it. You scrape it through the brush between pretty much every brush through. Occasionally you use it on the horse itself for tougher grooming situations. It works as a shedding comb or to help remove heavy dirt or mud. But for daily use on the horse, the rubber type is much better for them. What is this some kind of tool left in the shed at the new bought house? Maybe 3 or 4 feet long. It has a wooden handle and a hinged steel head. The shed it was found in is believed to have previously housed goats. I tried to look it up with Google Images, but none of the results were anything remotely resembling it, mostly being wooden boxes, chests, or crates. What is this used for? It's a potato planter. It was patented on May 1st, 1888 by Alfred W. Black of Traverse City, Michigan. You would step on the arm with the beak closed, push it in the ground, then open it up using the long handle and drop a plant in. This would be done in tilled soil. What is this metal tag I found while digging in the garden? I dug it up gardening this weekend here in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's about the size of a US dollar quarter and seems to be pretty old. I tried Google image search to no avail. Any ideas? Please tell us down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.